Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is Fxpassion broadcasting you live on TradingView. And what we are trying to do here, we are trying to build the three pillars of a beginner trader. Pillar number one, everybody, is the strategy and/or system. Pillar number two, we are trying to learn about risk management. We're trying to understand how risk management works inside our strategy and/or system. And the big one, we are trying to learn about how psychology affects our risk management and how psychology affects our strategy and/or system. And we're trying to build a strategy, everybody, or the system with these modules here: basic, beginner, intermediate. So if this is your first time, everybody, we are in the beginner module. We are passed over the basic one, so please go back to the recordings and start to watch lesson number one, what is technical market structure. Remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. It's just a matter of time. Risk disclaimer: the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Either way, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, everybody. For questions or homeworks, TradingView House rules apply. You can contact me in private chat. And my cell phone never stops. Okay, sorry about that. Or you have below the streaming, you have my Gmail contact. And never forget, having two skills is better than one, and having three skills is better than two, especially in times of uncertainty. And trading is a learnable skill. Hello, Eugene, how are you? That being said, everybody, let's go to the charts. And today's lesson 21, how to trade pivot points in an uptrend, right? So how to trade pivot points in an uptrend. We are on Euro JPY, everybody, Euro JPY monthly chart. And let me see pivot points, right? So pivot point here. Let's color code it in blue and make it like a line, and transparent. Pivot point in here, and we have a pivot point in here, and we have a pivot point in here, right? Let me see where we have pivot points. Is this? We have another pivot point in here, and low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low. We have another pivot point in here. So this is a high, this is a high, this is a high, this is a high. And okay, I believe it's enough. Hello, Zuelius, you are the boss. Okay, everybody, so this was the chart back in time, right? And of course, we have the upper band, right? We have the upper band, come on. We have the upper band, and we have the lower band, something like this, right? Good morning, Israel, how are you? So the market was starting, right? So we are here, we have the upper band, we have the lower band, and back in time, you know, we don't see the future now. How to trade pivot points, everybody? Remember what is the specific of the pivot point? So the market's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? And let's put some text here. So this is a pivot point in an uptrend. Pivot point. Okay, this is a pivot point. And here is the question, right? If we are trading on the 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, whatever, everybody, here is the question, you know, here is the question mark, okay? Is it wise, probability speaking, probability, we're talking about probability, you know, is it wise, how can we phrase, is it wise talking about probabilities to enter a long trade right now, everybody? This is the lesson today. Okay, you have your Fibonacci's, everybody, and you have your counter trend line break, and you have your Ichimoku, and you have your super JP Morgan Chase Forex robot, and you have your rainbow unicorn expert advisor, and you have MACD stochastic, you know, you have everything pointing up. Everything is pointing up, you know, you have your alarms too, you know, the alarms are blinking, you know, buy. The Telegram group and the Facebook group that you are part of is telling you go long on Europe JPY in here, you know, even your mama and your papa are telling you to buy, right? Is it wise to go long in here? What would you say? Don't be shy, everybody, and don't be afraid. There is no right or wrong, you know, we don't buy it here. And Israel says have to wait for retrace. Now, Israel, you have a good point, but I'm telling, so Israel, you are the teacher, I'm the student, but my Forex robot is telling me to buy, but the stochastic and MACD are telling me to buy. The RSI is telling me to buy. Eugene is telling me to buy, you know. My cat is telling me to buy. Everything is going up. I am in an up structure, uptrend, you know. The market's making hard highs, hard lows. Everything is telling me to buy. And Israel is telling me, no, wait for the retracement. Israel, what is your answer? By the way, everybody, Israel is right. Eugene, no, it's not wise to go long. It's close to the pivot point. So what? Nothing is stronger than structured pickles, yes. But now we have another problem. It's called timing. Everybody, from the previous lessons, how do pivot points work? Remember? What is going to happen most likely, not always, but what is going to happen most likely when the market hits the ceiling? Beginner traders and Eugene, no, is it not wise to buy the market in here no matter what? Fxpassion telling you this, no matter what, you know. Yes, most likely is going to retrace, everybody. Okay, now here is the kicker. As we learned yesterday, it's not going to retrace always, but it's going to retrace most of the time. Okay, so what we should have learned by now, everybody, from the previous lessons is that up pivot points, the market is going to make hard highs, hard lows, hard highs, hard lows, is going to hit the ceiling or break through a little bit, and then it's going to react before it's going to break through. Make sense? Now, if you are here, everybody, on the daily, maybe this is not such a problem about the reaction, about the retracement. But everybody, so one more time, just give me a second. So hard highs, hard lows, hard highs, hard lows, going to hit the ceiling, is going to react, right? And then it's going to break through and continue its way up. Everybody, how many of you are trading from the 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1-hour chart? There is no right or wrong, don't be shy. Just type in the chat, 15-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 30-minute chart. You know, how many of you, everybody, are trading the smaller time frames? Like you're buying and selling, you are going long and you're shorting on the smaller time frames. You know, because remember, it's a monthly pivot point. Okay, so once the market hits the ceiling and is going to react most of the time, not always, it's not 100%, most of the time, then if we are on the 15-minute chart, we're going to have a problem. And if we are on a 30-minute chart, we're going to have a problem too. Israel is saying 1 hour daily confirmation, great. 1 hour, we are going to have a problem too, everybody. Maybe from the daily standpoint, you know, it's a lesser problem, okay? So let's see how smart you are, everybody. Why once the market hits the area of the pivot point, then the smaller the time frame, the smaller the trading time frame, the bigger the not problem, but the bigger the retracement, right? Retracement, aka, you know, aka problem. Beginner traders, okay, concept here. Once the market hits the area, yes, we're going to check the chart in just about a few minutes. Once the market hits the area of the pivot point, the smaller the time frame, the bigger the retracement and the bigger the problem. Hello, long. So if you understand this, everybody, if you are on the 15-minute chart or a 30-minute chart, sometimes even on the 1-hour chart, and you have an up structure, Pickles and everybody else, you know, you have an up structure on the smaller time frames, you know, why would this be a problem? Right? Why would this be a problem? If the structure is stronger, why would this be a problem? Remember, everybody, what I'm telling you, you can accept this, you can reject this, no problem, you know. But once the market is going to hit the area of the monthly pivot point, even though I have an up structure on a 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, sometimes even 1-hour chart, we are going to have a problem. Why is that? Hello, Long, how are you? Pickle says stops. Well, because the market is going to react, right? And once the market reacts on the smaller time frames, is going to crush our structure, our wave on the smaller time frames. Okay, this is how pivot points work. Okay, so let's write this down, and then we're going to look at the chart. Okay, how pivot points, one more time, from the monthly, how pivot points from the monthly work once the market is going to react, is going to crush our structure or up wave. Okay, everybody? Take a screenshot of this, take a photo, whatever, type in the chat done so we can move forward. Okay, type in the chat done so we can move. Not always, most of the time. Okay, most of the time, most of the time, most of the time. Okay, as we said, as we saw yesterday about support, resistance, pivot points, you know, sometimes they are going to touch, they are going to connect, sometimes they are going to break through, sometimes they are going to just go up or down. Pickles is done, everybody. Can I move forward to look at the chart? Long Israel, can I move? Can we go? Everybody please type yes, please. Okay, Eugene says yes. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions so far, everybody? Done. Okay, great. Any questions about what most likely is going to happen? We are going to do a trading exercise, and we are going to see what is going to happen with a trader that it's not following those rules. There is no right or wrong. Those are trading concepts. And the trader who is, right? Who is following the rules. Okay. So let me see. Okay, now this was the chart back in time, right? We don't see the future, but we have enough data to connect the pivot points. Do we have any other pivot point? Let me see. Oh, we have another pivot point in here. This is another pivot point. Let's make it blue. And let me see. So we're going to buy from here, right? So let me see, pivot points. This is 2, but it's okay. High, high, high. We have another pivot point up in here. We have another pivot point up in here. We have another pivot point up in here. Click another pivot point up in here. And from the chart, this is okay. High, not high. Another pivot point. Okay, we are done. Okay, everybody, so this is the monthly chart, right? Now we are waiting for the market, and do we agree, everybody, that the market broke the downtrend line? Do we agree that the market broke the downtrend line in here? Okay, let me just increase the scale. You know, I don't want to see the future, you know, if not somebody will say, oh, but you knew, you know. No, you know, I'm not seeing the chart. So maybe not this one, but the next candle, right? The next candle. Okay, the next candle is here. Do we agree that the market broke the downtrend line? Everybody? You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to put a vertical line, everybody, and then we are going to go on the 1 hour chart, right? Let me see if I have 1 hour chart. Okay, so one more time. Do I have 1 hour chart? Let me see. So I'm going to go, I want to find the line. Just give me a second, everybody. So where is the, oh, vertical line, there you go. Okay, so we have a vertical line, and we are going to go from the 4 hour chart to the 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart. Scroll back in time. Okay, back in time, back in time. Back in time. Come on, trading view. Back in time. Back in time. We're almost there, everybody. There you go. Come on, trading view. Where is the data? Okay, it doesn't matter, everybody. So we are on the 1 hour chart, right? And the market, so the market wave, and 1, 2, we are here, okay? And we have another downtrend line in here, right? And we have another one more aggressive downtrend line, right? Okay, so this was back in time. Hello DMW, how are you? Long says yes, yes, it broke. Okay, so everybody, it broke the monthly downtrend line. Now, do you agree that the market is making lower lows, lower highs, and it's reverse making higher highs, higher lows? Do we agree that the market changed the short-term trend? The market's making higher highs, higher lows, right? You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know. Right? So relevant highs, you know, this would be a relevant low. This would be a relevant high, right? This would be a relevant low. Yes, yes, yes. Lee says yes, Long says yes. Okay, great. Now, here is the question. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in the chart. Zoom in the chart. We are on the 1 hour chart, everybody. 1 hour chart. And this is the market, like sideways, sideways. This was back in time, sideways, and now sideways. And 1, 2, 3, like counter trend line break, right? Not yet. So 1, 2, 3, falling down. Okay, falling down still, falling down. So this would be the counter trend line, right? Falling down and falling down, further down, you know, and 1, 2, 3. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more time, I want to see that the market's making hard highs, hard lows. It's still falling down, falling down, falling down. Okay, falling down, reacting to the pivot point, and still falling down. So we're pushing lower, and okay, we are here. Right, 1 hour chart. This was the downtrend line. Okay, the market broke the downtrend line here, and the market's making higher highs, higher lows one more time, right? Whoops, this was most likely a news announcement, right? So this is not a good entry, everybody, because the entry was here, right? This was the entry. This was the counter trend line break, which is okay, you know. But I want to show you where we are near a pivot point. Okay, so but still, you know, as you can see, everybody, the market hit, not this one, the market hit the pivot point from the monthly, right? Reaction, broke through, right? So this is not a great example, but the next one is going to be, so the market's retracing, right? The market is retracing, and we want to find another entry. Okay, another entry near the pivot point. So up and up, great. There you go. There we go. Hopefully, let me see. Counter trend line break in here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So everybody here. Now, if we look at the distance, right, between the two pivot points. Okay, so where is long, right? So we are near the area. So we have down the blue line, we have the pivot point down in here, right? And we have the, so we have a pivot point. We have a pivot point up in here, blue line, and we have a pivot point down in here. from the monthly, right? Now, our structure, if you want, you know, or the market wave, I didn't check, you know, but the market, do we agree, everybody, that the market's making higher highs, higher lows? And do we agree that the market is above the, I don't want to show you the future. Do we agree that the market is above the uptrend line? So uptrend line, right? This is the start. Something like this. Let's color code this in black. And extend the right line. There you go. And we have another one more aggressive, right? One more time. Click. No, so we are still here. Okay, come on. Do we agree, everybody, that the market is above the uptrend line and the market, it's now, we can draw the market wave too, right? You know, and we have our, remember everybody, we have our JP Morgan Chase Super Forex robot. We have the unicorn rainbow expert advisor, you know, telling us to buy, right? Our friends are telling us to buy. Our Telegram group is telling us to buy. Our Facebook group is telling us to buy Euro JPY. You know, everything is pointing up. You know, we are here. We have an entry. The market is making higher highs, higher lows. We have an up market wave, right? And we are here right now. You know. And this is an entry, right? We have a counter trend line break. Long says yes, Pickle says agree, Gicaro says yes about the trend line. Okay, now who in here wants to buy this counter trend line? And we're going to do a test, all right? We're going to do a test. So 2 traders, okay? 2 traders, you know, Adam and Eve, right? Adam is not following the rules. Eve, she does, right? Okay. So Adam is going to buy this market. Adam will not, right? Okay. And this is not a lesson about stops, everybody, but it's a lesson about how pivot points work, right? So let's see. Adam is in a trade, you know, and the market's going, so, and the market's going sideways, you know, and it's moving up, right? How many entries do we have? We have another, just give me a second. We have another counter trend line break in here, right? And let's zoom in the chart. Whoops. So let's zoom in the chart, you know, and okay, I'm going to delete the colors. And I have another counter trend line break here. You know, so all the Adams are entering and all the Eves are staying out because they're thinking, oh, we are near the pivot point area, right? From the monthly. And, you know, Adams are happy, you know, Adams are happy, you know, and they're happy. And what is happening in here, you know? Now I am Adam and I'm in the pivot point. I bought one more time, right? You know, and I am here too. I'm just buying, you know, and the market's kind of moving sideways, you know, and the market's pushing up, right? Okay, so what happened in here? You know, Eves didn't enter in here. All right, Adams did, right? By now, Eve is in here, everybody. You know, it touched. So one more time, the market is going to make higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Going to hit the ceiling, is going to react, is going to break through, then is going to retest the pivot point, and is going to enter here. So this is the blue, is the pivot point, right? So Eve is going to enter here. Okay, this is Eve's and Adam's both, right? Both entry, but Eve is not going to buy in here. All right. So Adam is happy, you know, and both of them are buying, you know, and the market. So we are here, and we are. Let's move forward, everybody. You know, the market is going up, and the market is going up, right? Retest, you know. Let's see another entry. Let's find another entry. Whoops, there you go. Right, so we have here another example, everybody. We don't see the future, right? We don't see the future. And one more time, you know, Adam, click. Adam is happy, right? He won the last time. Oh, I'm not going to follow those rules. Pivot points doesn't matter to me, you know, and he's continually buying, right? You know, if it doesn't, you know, so let's see how the market moves, right? And from one point to another pivot, from one pivot point to another pivot point, now just let's compress the chart. Let's compress the chart one more time. And, you know, this is the market working its way up. So see, everybody, you know, the market hit the ceiling. You know, remember, it's an area, you know, it's stalling, it's retracing, and it's moving further up. So Adam is making more money, right? Because Adam doesn't care. So here is the next one. Here is the next one, everybody. You know, so Adam is making more money than Eve, right? Oh, these pivot points don't work, you know, so I'm going to buy here. And I'm going to, just give me a second. I'm going to buy here too. Remember, there is no right or wrong, right? And you know, just give me a second. The market. So what happened right now? What happened right now? Adam bought this one. Eve didn't. She didn't. See, everybody? What happened right now? Adam was happy. So what's the difference in trading, everybody? You know, what's the difference in trading? So Adam won 2 times more than Eve, right? The 2 entries, you know, the 2 prior entries, the market didn't react to the pivot point, at least not near the area, you know. So Adam won 2 times more than Eve, right? Okay, so let's say that Adam won 4, Eve won 2, right? Okay, they are trading most likely the same. What's the difference? Adam would buy the market near the pivot point. Eve would not. This is the difference. Adam would buy, whoops, just give me a second, everybody. Adam would buy in here. Eve would not, right? Now, and both of them would buy, of course, in here. So the red circle, Adam is buying, Eve is not buying. Green circle, both of them are buying, right? But what happened at the next pivot point, everybody? Israel says Adam got fooled. Be buy the apple the wrong time. Yes, sir. Exactly. Israel, you said it correctly. Adam got fooled. He buy the apple the wrong time. So Eugene says problems. Trends can be very enticing. Is the retouch a requirement? This is so the answer, because great question. This is how the Forex market works. Here is the challenge. As a beginner trader, if you decide to use support, resistance, pivot points, then you must obey the rules. And there is no right or wrong. You can decide not to use pivot points, but you know what happened in here. Until now, Adam won 4, Eve won 2. Now, this was until this pivot point. Now, what is happening right now? Adam won 3, you know, because Adam didn't care about pivot points. Now he gave back the money to the market. Does this make sense to everybody? Just because pivot points sometimes don't react, you know. Is the retouch a requirement? Because this is an entry strategy, it's up to you, okay? But this is how they work most of the time. Make sense? Or if you're talking about the rules of a pivot point, yes, then this is a requirement, yes, sir. Okay, so before Adam won 4, Eve won 2, now Adam just lost 1 because of the pivot point from the monthly. He just gave back the portion of his profits to the market, you know. And it's too soon for you to understand, everybody, but talking about emotions, Adam gets stressed right now and Eve is smiling, you know, like he, Adam, you are working like a horse, he. Yes, but I'd make 2 times more than you, woman, right? And Eve is smart, you know. Remember, there's no right or wrong, but Eve is looking at Adam, and Adam is working like a horse. Just an example, you know. And here is the difference, everybody. Maybe you don't care yet because we are at the beginning of the course, but Adam is stressed right now and pissed and angry because he just lost and he gave portion of the profits back, and Eve is not. So let's move on to the next one, everybody. We have the reaction. What is going to happen? The market is going to retrace, right? It's going to break through. Let's see the next one. Okay, sideways movement, broke through, and let's go to the next one, right? Down in here, and we are here. Let me see one more time. We are trying to find the entry near the pivot point. One more time. Come on. It's 1 hour chart, right? 1 hour chart going down. Okay, finally, one more time. You know, here we have an entry, right? Remember, what's the score? The score is Adam is with what? Adam is with 3, right? And Eve is with 2. Okay. And so the next entry is both of them win, right? So both of them win. Okay. So Adam is with 5 and Eve is with 4, right? So this is the score. And one more time, Adam doesn't care. He's going to buy. Eve, there is no right or wrong, but Eve prefers to stay out. And the market, it's moving, right? It's moving, and what happened again? Man, again, you know, this is Adam talking to himself again. What's the score, everybody? What's the score? Adam doesn't care about how pivot points work. Eve, she does. So what's the score? You know, they are, Adam just relapsed. Adam just relapsed, right? Adam 4, Eve 4, right? What's big problems for Adam? If you can understand this, everybody, as beginner traders, it's difficult in the beginning. I'm going to tell you this 1,000 times. It seems like that it's about the chart, but it's not about the chart. It's about the mindset and the psychology, how we feel, what we feel when this happens, when we are Adam. Okay, don't worry, everybody, it's going to get clearer and clearer and clearer. So they have, and somebody, you know, a beginner trader is saying, well, so what, you know, they are even, you know, so I can trade like Adam, you know, and we're going to get even, you know, and but I love trading, so I'm going to trade like Adam, you know. And yes, it's true, you know, they're even and there is no right or wrong, but remember, Eve is not stressed, Adam is. Eve is not anxious, Adam is. Adam is working more, he's wasting more time in front of the chart. Eve, she is not. And from a beginner trader perspective, this is like, oh, it doesn't matter to me, right? Not relevant. Well, let's continue. Pivot point. Let's try to find another pivot point. Okay. So the market is in here, down, you know, down and down. Let's find another entry. Another entry. Another entry. Let's move the chart, everybody. It's going to take some time. Come on. Okay, right. So next opportunity, everybody. This is Adam, right? Now, if you would be Adam, everybody, would you buy or would you change your mind? Let's make a poll, everybody. If you're Adam, you know, you were winning 2 times more than Eve, but now you just relapse to even result with Eve. Would you continue to do the same thing, or would you like, okay, I'm not going to waste more time, you know, doesn't make sense to me to work harder, you know, because Eve is just laughing at me, right? What would you do? Would you buy? Because back in time, Adam won 2 times more. Israel says, I would think again. But let's say that I'm stubborn, right? I'm Adam and I'm stubborn. Remember, though, Adam and Eve are equal, you know, their results. So I'm going to buy near the up pivot point one more time. And I'm going to buy, you know, I'm near the up pivot point. And I'm happy the market's making higher highs, higher lows. And man, what happened again? What's the result? Remember? What's the result, everybody? Who is winning right now? Pickles, I want to protect my psychology, if nothing else. Great post. Everybody, who is winning right now? And here is the learning part, everybody. Adam was buying, look at the chart. Beginner traders, look at the chart. This is you and me, all right? When Adam was buying, he didn't do anything wrong, right? When Adam was buying, did Adam do anything wrong, everybody? Or we as beginner traders, when we are buying near the pivot points, is anything wrong in here? This is the learning for today. You must understand that when we as beginner traders are looking at charts, Eugene says, Eve, yes sir. Eve is winning. But here is the kicker. We must understand that we as beginner traders like Adam, when Adam is looking at his charts, he didn't do anything wrong. Only if he chooses to use the pivot point, sure. Because when Adam was buying, everybody, the market was in an up wave. The market was above the uptrend line. The market was making higher highs, higher lows. The market had counter trend line breaks. The JP Morgan super Forex robot is telling him to buy. The Telegram group is telling him to buy. He received the signal. The Facebook Forex super mega group is telling him to buy. He received the signal, you know. And technically speaking, everybody, Adam didn't do anything wrong, right? Why wouldn't we buy in here? It's an up market wave, market making higher highs, higher lows, above the uptrend line, stochastic in the buy zone, MACD in the buy zone, RSI in the buy zone, everything is the buy zone, you know. Even God is telling you to buy, right? Are we doing anything wrong? No, right? The answer is no. We didn't do anything wrong. So here is the lesson, everybody. For the beginner trader, the golden nugget for today, everybody. This is the golden nugget for you. Between all the reasons that we have to buy a position and the monthly pivot point, who is stronger? Golden nugget for the beginner traders today in this class. Print out this quote and glue it near your screen, everybody. Between all the reasons that we have to buy a position, you know, I need to adjust on the position, you know, on the 15 minute, 30 minutes, you know, okay, 1/2/4 hour chart, you know. So let's do something like this, right? Golden nugget for you. If you are willing to listen, you know, you can reject too, right? Oh, I don't agree with you, passion, you know, or this doesn't matter to me, you know. Between all the reasons that we have to buy a position on the 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart and the monthly pivot point, you know, and your Telegram group and your Facebook signals and the monthly pivot point, who is stronger? Israel says monthly. What about you, Pickles, Eugene, Long, and everybody who is online, BMW? Who is stronger? And if you don't believe me, study the charts. Study the charts, make this exercise, you know, study the charts on every currency pair that you like, and just do this test, you know. Pick two names, like example, Adam and Eve, you know, and Try to figure out what would be the result if you would not enter near a monthly pivot point, and if you would. This experience, okay, so some of you are here for entertainment, but if you want to become a professional trader, if you aim to become a professional trader in the future, this experience, this exercise is eye-opening. Okay? Pickle says monthly, Eugene says monthly, Morphine says monthly, DMW monthly. Okay? Now here is the question. Play, not entertainment. And there is no right or wrong, you know? I have students who want to become professional traders, and I have students who are honest and telling me, okay, I'm here just to entertain myself, you know? There is no right or wrong, everybody. We are not judging anybody. But if you want to become a professional trader, you know, this is something you should consider. Okay? Study the charts. This experience is mind-opening when you perform this kind of exercise of the currency pair of your choice. And tomorrow we are going to do the same, talking about how to trade a down pivot point. Okay? Don't get scared, everybody. There is nothing wrong if you are here to get entertained. You know, it's normal. Okay? But one more time, if you aim to become a professional trader, study the charts and do this exercise, you know, on the 50-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1-hour chart, whatever, you are going to see what happens if we don't take in consideration the monthly pivot points. Make sense? And before we finish, next level number 3 today, everybody, if you don't like the course, you know, or private classes, if you prefer coaching or mentorship, which is something different, ask for it. We will talk about your specific needs and goals, and I will show you the way, but you must do the work. Like a sports coach, you know? Oh, I want to run faster, I want to swim faster, or I want to make more pips, you know? I will show you the way like a sports coach, but you must do the work. Strict rules apply. I don't have time to babysit you talking about coaching. And please know I'm not arrogant. It's simply a matter of time. Okay? I can babysit you in a course, but talking about coaching, it's something different, right? And remember, you are responsible for your own success. Eugene says, makes absolute sense. Right? Okay, everybody, see you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.